now that we've taken Eastern European Jews out of Europe and brought them to New York City, let's analyze historic photographs taken by Lewis Hine that are available from the William Williams collection of the New York Public Library. This activity is called Visualizing History, and the strategies are from Engagement in Teaching History by Frederick Drake and Lynn Nelson. This is a picture of Orchard Street taken by Lewis Hine. It will be the backdrop for the assignment that you will do, Visualizing History. We're going to use photography as a primary source. We'll analyze a Lewis Hine photograph using one of the suggested techniques in Visualizing History. You will post your analysis on the discussion board, and using a rubric, you will respond to a peer's analysis of a Lewis Hine photograph. You will post the review on the discussion board and then answer the following questions. How can the analysis of photographs further our understanding of historical and current immigration to the United States? How have you used photographs effectively in your teaching? Why do we use photographs? Well, we know that they sharpen students' abilities to scour a picture for vital information. It also provides an opportunity for students who struggle with reading to fully participate in primary source analysis. And visual primary sources can be sourced, described, analyzed, and interpreted to further student knowledge and practice historical thinking. Photographs can promote historical thinking. I've used photographs in many ways as a set to a lesson, as an enhancement or reinforcement of the learning, or as a review before a test. We have 4 strategies that are discussed in Engagement in Teaching History, and I found that these 4 strategies can be used in various ways in the classroom. For example, the first strategy, creating a framework for historical interpretation, I would have used as a set or to, say, reinforce a poem. And the model that I'm going to provide in just a little while uses this strategy to create a set. The second strategy is people, space, and time. I find this strategy very good for analyzing portraits. The similarities differences, where you basically compare and contrast 2 photographs, is a great way to get kids to think and pair and share. And this could be during a point in the curriculum where you're enhancing the learning, you're reinforcing the learning, or even reviewing for some type of an assessment. The last strategy, quadrant hemisphere analysis, is great to enhance students' powers of observation. It's wonderful for review as well as reinforcement of not only content but historical thinking. So let's go back to our slide about Orchard Street. This is Congestion, Orchard Street, New York. It's one of 524 Lewis Hine photographs available from the New York Public Library. The links for the Lewis Hine biography and these photographs are on your content outline. And this will be our model for the Visualizing History strategy. The Visualizing History assignment has the 4 basic strategies, and you can choose whichever strategy you would like for whichever photograph you would like from the New York Public Library website. And we will be using creating a framework for historical interpretation for our model. If we take a look at historic interpretation, notice that we have to come up with 3 adjectives that describe the photograph. We have to answer the question, what does this photograph tell you about these people's lives? When do you think the photograph was taken? Why do you think the the photograph was taken, and what title would you give this photograph? I've provided some suggested answers. They're just suggestions, but they might help you teach the visualizing history strategy of creating a framework for historical interpretation with your students. We also have provided a rubric. It's really a very simple rubric that can guide your assignment and the development of your assignment, as well as your peer review of someone else's assignment. Enjoy the photographs of Lewis Hine in New York City, and happy selection. Enjoy the activity Visualizing History.